Hello, welcome to Darling Reacts. I'm Wendy, and I'm going to be reacting to Fred Astaire in, admittedly, a movie I've seen many times, Easter Parade, which, God, I'm not exactly sure. I'm thinking early 40s, maybe late 40s. So this was a movie which was featuring Fred Astaire and Judy Garland. So those are both two favorites of mine. This is a solo performance, or at least I'll say this is just Fred Astaire performing. He does Stepping Out with My Baby. I have seen the movie, like I said, and I've definitely seen his performance, but I'm going to be paying strict attention just to this. And just as a side note, if anyone here is just a fan of Fred Astaire, I've done several other reactions to Fred Astaire on this channel, and there's also a whole playlist that is classic musicals, so musicals from the 30s, 40s, and 50s. I think that's as far as I've really gone. So let's just get into it and see what Fred is up to, and also just the sort of amazing effects and set pieces and background dancers. Oh yeah, jazz and color. This is a very colorful movie.
Here he comes looking for his baby. It's for sure, sure and not for maybe. So that's when comes the lucky baby. Here he comes and let him tell you himself.
Oh. Fred Astaire in a staircase. Classic.
If I seem to scintillate, it's because I've got a date with a package of
I
the good
definitely would
things
fall
that
down
come
doing
with
this.
love. You don't have to ask me, I won't waste your time. But if you should ask me why I feel sublime, I'm stepping out with my baby. Can't go wrong, 'cause I'm in right. It's for sure, not for maybe, that I'm all dressed up tonight. Stepping out with my honey. Can't be bad to feel so good. Never felt quite so sunny.
does
And
it
I
do
keep
that?
on knocking wood. They'll be smooth sailing, 'cause I'm trimming my sails with a bright shine on my shoes and on my nails. Stepping out with my baby, can't go
look at
wrong, 'cause I'm in right. Ask me when will the day be? The big day may be tonight.
Stepping out with my baby, can't go wrong, 'cause I'm in right. It's for sure, not for maybe, that I'm all dressed up tonight. Stepping out with my honey, can't be bad to feel so good. Never felt quite so sunny, and I keep on knocking wood to be smooth sailing, 'cause
Both
I'm
those dancers are doing such a great job.
with a bright shine on my shoes.
Okay, that's hard, but she's doing on the floor.
Stepping out with my baby, can't go wrong 'cause I'm in right. Ask me when will the day be? The big day may be tonight.
Oh. Change the pace. Oh, fantastic. Look at the flow of that dancing. These are people who are just at the top of their game. Oh, she's got his cane. Okay, just keep switching music genres here. the women are just doing one little dance, but Fred is dancing through all of these. Oh, it's back. I think there's a famous bit coming up here. Okay, here's a demo of all the things you can do with a cane. Okay, check this out. He's in slow-mo, but the background isn't. This is like something they have in a Michael Jackson video. Oh, he's amazing in slow-mo. Oh, there's Judy looking on from the side. Okay, back in real time. Wow. Oh, my goodness. So I have a lot to say about this. Like I said, I've seen this before because I'm a big fan of the movie Easter Parade. I like just about, I think I like just about every song in it except for the song about piano, just because I don't like that particular Irving Berlin song. But this is amazing. So several observations here. One is, okay, this musical is supposed to be set around like 1910, something like that, because it's, I wouldn't say a jukebox musical exactly, but essentially it's got a plot which is taking all these very well-known Irving Berlin songs from like early in his career and putting them into all one movie. So you have a lot of scenes that are definitely set in that time period, and the costumes, I mean, even the thing that Fred Astaire is wearing, I'm pretty sure is much more from 1910. But then you have this scene in particular, and like, first of all, the jazz that's in it is just definitely not from 1910. And these outfits, I mean, I think the only women that would have been wearing such a revealing outfits would have been the dancers at Moulin Rouge. But aside from that anachronism, it's certainly very, very enjoyable. Another thing I want to talk about is the entire slow motion part. Now, there's got to be videos that do a really good job explaining this and books explaining it. I believe what they did was back projection, where you have someone actually being filmed, and then like a film is projected behind them, except in this case it's a little different than what you usually have, because what they use this a lot for was, you know, for example, when you had characters who are like in a car and they're driving, and then they would have like the background showing like the streets to pretend like they're actually in a car, or you'd see someone like on a horse, and then in the background there'd be like the desert going by in the background because they're not actually filming in the desert. But in this case, you've actually got like a stage performance, and then they took the additional step, which is that they are not they're not at the same speed. And then just talking about this Fred Astaire in slow motion, it actually reminds me of something I do as a hobby, which is bird watching, but I also do bird videos. And I like to use the iPhone's live feature, where you can essentially get a burst of about 3 seconds of video, and then you can actually export the individual frames as still pictures. But because you have such control over that, you can essentially do like a slow motion, and you can see the movements of the birds. And it's interesting just to watch the 3 seconds or to watch just general videos of birds. But when you look at it in slow motion, just frame at a time, you pick up on so many details that you just can't just looking at them. So for example, with a bird, you can see exactly how they're flexing their wings, or exactly how they're landing with their feet, or how they're eating up a seed. And with Fred Astaire, you see that too. You get to see like the moves he does with his cane. I mean, if you're just watching them in regular time, you're like, oh my God, how is he doing this? But then you watch it slowed down, and it's like his precision, how high the cane goes, and the control he has over that. And then also just seeing like how his clothes move on him. It's just incredible. I mean, so I guess it's like a slow-mo nature video of Fred Astaire. It's just, it's pretty incredible. And I guess one more comment I would make on this is this is another example of Fred Astaire being in a movie, and he's being shown full body. This is actually something that he insisted on. I don't know if he did this from the very beginning of his film career, but he essentially said, if you're going to show me dancing, I want you to show my entire body. I don't want you to do a cutaway that's just showing like my top, or just showing my feet. I want to demonstrate that I am doing all the dancing myself, and this is how the performance is supposed to be seen. So you'll see that in show after show. Also, there's some pretty long takes in here. I did notice there were some cuts, but a lot of times in Fred Astaire movies, you'll see him doing these like incredibly long cuts that are just showing him dancing. There's no cuts, so apparently he's just perfect for about 3 minutes or whatever it is. Although he wasn't perfect just from nothing. He was someone who practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced, and then he did many, many, many takes. So if anything was off in any take, it was gone. I don't know if he had it in his contract, but essentially he said, like, this has to be perfect, and not only did he have to be perfect, the other person had to be perfect. So I'm sure it was pretty harrowing, and the end result is amazing, but it was an awful lot of work to look like this was effortless. So I hope everyone has enjoyed that. Please leave further suggestions for Fred Astaire performances that you would like me to react to, or your thoughts on Fred Astaire, other movie musicals that you'd like me to have a look at, and also give me a like and subscribe if you'd like to. Last I checked, I was almost up to 200 followers, and yeah, I'm not anywhere close to that 100K, but 200 is pretty good. Considering I haven't, well, I actually have posted about 50 videos, but anyways, I'm not all about getting the eyeballs, but it would be cool if I got, say, like 500 followers by the end of this year. So please do subscribe. I really appreciate it, and go check out my other playlists and whatever videos come up at the end of this that are related playlists and related videos. All right, checking out for now.